Izzy Ogbeide, Ogbeide VDM, Ogbeide, and VDM saga. I don't know what it is. I just predicted that this was going to happen. I just had a very funny feeling that as she was putting herself out there for VDM, I knew something was going to happen. I knew that some kind of bad spirit or some kind of bad omen, or most of us people of faith, Satan, will come in and cause division between these two. As a fellow Edo sister, I tend to see that we as citizens of our beautiful Edo state tend to go into this PhD ministry, which is pull him down ministry. And when I saw this, the way Izzy Ogbeide was really chopping it up and supporting VDM the way I do, but she was doing it on a level past 100, especially when he was really pushing this Jenny's Glow saga. And then when Blessing CEO now came in and sided clearly with Jenny's Glow, and Izzy Ogbeide went clearly and supported VDM. And VDM, Izzy Ogbeide came out and started, bashing Blessing CEO. Blessing CEO responded, and their gbasgbos has been active ever since for, frankly, our entertainment. But Izzy really put herself out there. And I remember when she said that VDM needs to monetize his account and he needs to be verified because, with Facebook, the copyright stuff is slightly weak. Because even me as an up-and-coming creator, just talking about general issues, I've seen my content being posted without my permission already. And I watermarked that comment. They just put pictures to cover it. So, Izzy was saying to VDM, monetize and verify your page, which, based on the evidence that both of them put out, that VDM reached out to her. And based on what Izzy is saying, she's saying, I've monetized people's accounts with no money attached. So she was extending that same olive branch to VDM. So VDM is like, look, I don't know what I'm doing. I just put the ring light on and started talking. And now, boom, I'm successful at this whole content creator thing. And, now I have to figure out how I'm going to monetize my page. So Izzy said, sure, I'll be happy to do it for you. And then, based on the conversation, VDM now has co-opted an agency to do that for him, which he has every right to do so. So I think that quelled that incident. What really annoyed Izzy Ogbeide and VDM, you know how to pronounce her last name. Don't do that. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. She put herself out there for you. This could have easily been settled behind the scenes, VDM. Don't do that to people. You're doing that to your supporters. And I am one of your supporters. I am a rattle. Look, I have been following you since you started in 2022. So I have a right to say clearly and categorically that you were wrong on this one. You were wrong as your Edo sister. You were wrong. And I have been supporting you. I have put out posts for you, not to trend, but to show my support. Even before I started trending, I have been supporting you. So in this case, Izzy had put out a post with some of your content and she was copyrighted on YouTube. And when you have copyright issues on YouTube, it affects your monetization. So based on my understanding, Izzy Ogbeide was demonetized as a result because you reported her. And when I say you, it's your YouTube account reported her. So she now sent a message saying, why did you do that? I am your biggest supporter. Why would you report my account? Is it not something we could have discussed behind the scenes? Why did you do that? And then your response, VDM, was whack. How are you going to say, oh, it is my right, it is my intellectual property, X, Y, and Z? So are you going to say that about Insta blogger, Tunde Ednot, Juicy Blogs, and everybody else that reposted your content? Though Insta Blog Nigeria, in fairness, they would ask you if they can post. But all the same, it is because of these platforms, creators like us, that spread your popularity, whether or not you like it. It is when your content keeps getting reposted that you become popular. That is the name of the game in social media. So for you to have said that, it just lets us know that you are becoming removed from the days of humble beginnings. I will go back to Izzy. Izzy, I visited your account to see your response. There are too many. And stop attacking VDM. Don't do that. Yes, he was wrong. Yes, he messed up. He young. Young people gonna mess up. As an elder sister, just ignore him. You did your part. You leave it at that. You get what I'm saying? You know where your heart was when you were supporting him. He aligns with your ideals and everything. And now that there's a misalignment, you move on. Be the bigger person. You've responded to him. You've responded to the allegations. Leave it at that. You're now picking apart his content and calling him a confused content creator. Don't do that. Don't dismiss everything that he has done in the past. He has always sagad celebrities. Why do you think he sagad Iyabo Ojo? It was because of the justice for Mohbad. Have you forgotten? It was because of the justice for Mohbad. That is how his dragging of Iyabo Ojo started. So leave that alone. And Mercy Chinwo brought her issue with Izzy T out on the platform. She brought it. And Izzy T was a victim at the time. So he came in. His methods can be questionable sometimes, but that's VDM for you. So calling him a confused content creator, maybe because of some posts you don't agree with, don't do that. And VDM never said he was a saint, and neither did you. So don't do that, my sister. Don't. Let it go. I know it's bitter. He messed up. VDM, you messed up. That was a mess up on your end, and I will say what it is. But Izzy, you are now messing up further. You don't want to do that, and the rattles have become a lot larger. Maybe you might trend by you being dragged, and you said you don't care. You don't care if they drag you or your husband. I'm of a different school of thought. Once they drag my family into the mix, I will pipe down because my family means that much to me. I'm not saying your family doesn't. Please don't misquote me. I'm just saying that in order to protect my family, I would just leave it alone because of the nature of social media and the nature of the internet. So, my sister, be the bigger person. Let it go. It's painful, because there's one of my YouTube accounts that I'm trying to get monetized, but because of the how my audience is very, very narrow, it's kind of challenging because I'm actually a big fish in that area. So to get something to go viral, I'll have to really step away from what that channel is for. So I'm trying to get monetized. So you getting monetized and that taken away, it must pinch. But please, just let it go and let's move on.